Cheese is often misunderstood in the world of nutrition. For many seniors, it's either feared as a fattening indulgence or written off as something hard to digest. But here's the surprising truth. When chosen wisely, cheese can be one of the most nourishing and beneficial foods for individuals over 60. It's a compact, flavorful source of multiple essential nutrients. It can nourish aging bones, help maintain muscle, support your immune system, and even improve digestion. However, the wrong kinds of cheese can silently harm your health. They can raise blood pressure, increase inflammation, overload your kidneys, and put strain on your heart. This is why it's so important to understand the difference between healthy and harmful cheeses. In this guide, we'll help you unlock the full nutritional power of cheese by identifying which types to embrace and which to avoid. You'll learn how to enjoy cheese in a smart way that fits into a healthy lifestyle, especially for those over 60. Let's first understand what happens to the body as we age. After 60, the body begins to experience natural but important changes. Bone density begins to decrease, making bones weaker and more prone to fractures. Muscle mass also declines with age, a condition known as sarcopenia. This can lead to weakness, slower mobility, and even poor balance. At the same time, the body becomes less efficient at absorbing key nutrients, such as calcium and vitamin B12. Seniors also tend to eat less overall, so it becomes more important that every bite counts and is packed with nutrition. Cheese, when it's the right kind, can help with many of these concerns. It's naturally rich in calcium, which is essential for keeping bones strong. Calcium is especially important for seniors, as weak bones can lead to serious injuries. Many cheeses also contain vitamin D, which plays a critical role in helping the body absorb and use calcium effectively. Without enough vitamin D, even a diet high in calcium won't fully benefit the bones. Another big concern for older adults is maintaining muscle strength. Protein is essential for muscle repair and maintaining lean mass. Cheese is a good source of high-quality protein, and unlike tougher meats, it's usually soft and easy to chew. That's a big plus for seniors who may have dental issues or trouble chewing certain foods. Digestion can also slow down with age. Seniors may deal with constipation or poor gut health. That's where certain cheeses, especially fermented ones, come in. These types of cheese contain beneficial bacteria, known as probiotics, that help support a healthy gut. They promote better digestion, reduce constipation, and even help your body absorb nutrients more efficiently. A healthier gut also supports a stronger immune system, which tends to weaken as we get older. For seniors who struggle with keeping on weight or eating enough food, cheese can offer another advantage. It's a calorie-dense food, which means even a small portion provides a lot of energy and nutrients. This can be helpful for older adults who eat less, but still need enough calories, vitamins, and healthy fats. But not all cheeses are created equal. That's a key point. Some cheeses are heavily processed and filled with additives. Others are extremely high in sodium, unhealthy, saturated fats, artificial coloring, or preservatives. These types can raise your blood pressure, lead to more inflammation, and place additional stress on organs like your kidneys. For seniors already dealing with heart conditions, diabetes, or kidney concerns, the wrong cheese can silently make things worse over time. Some soft cheeses are made with molds or bacteria that, while safe for most people, could pose a risk for seniors with weakened immune systems. That's why picking the right cheese isn't just about taste. It's about protecting your health. There's another issue many seniors face: lactose intolerance. As people age, they often produce less of the enzyme that helps digest lactose, the sugar in milk. This leads to bloating, cramps, or gas after consuming dairy. The good news is that many cheeses, especially aged varieties, are naturally low in lactose. That means even if you're sensitive to dairy, you can often still enjoy cheese if you choose the right types. Before we move into the specific types of cheese to eat or avoid, let's quickly bust a few common myths about cheese that may be holding you back from making informed choices. Many people believe that all cheese is bad for cholesterol. That's not entirely true. While some cheeses are high in saturated fat, certain varieties may actually help improve your cholesterol profile when eaten in moderation and as part of a balanced diet. They can help raise your HDL, the good cholesterol, while keeping LDL, the bad cholesterol, in check. Another myth is that cheese always causes inflammation. The truth is that while highly processed cheeses can promote inflammation, aged and fermented cheeses can contain compounds that actually fight inflammation and support joint health. And finally, one of the most damaging myths is that seniors shouldn't eat cheese at all. That's simply false. Cheese can be one of the best nutritional tools in your diet if you know how to choose wisely and consume it in the right portions. So, as you can see, understanding cheese isn't about saying yes or no. It's about knowing which types give your body strength and which ones to leave on the shelf. In the next section, we'll take a closer look at 4 of the best cheeses for seniors over 60. These are the types that help your bones, support your gut, and work with your body, not against it. Now that we've explored the role of cheese in senior nutrition and addressed some myths and concerns, let's talk about the best cheese options for seniors. We'll focus on 4 cheeses that are especially beneficial for adults over 60. These aren't just safe, they actively support better health, provide critical nutrients, and fit well into most senior diets. Choosing the right cheese can make a difference in how you feel every day: your energy, digestion, bones, and even mental clarity. The first cheese to include regularly is Parmesan. This hard-aged cheese is a nutritional powerhouse for seniors. Because it's aged for over a year, Parmesan contains very little lactose, making it a great option for those with lactose sensitivity. What's more, it's extremely rich in calcium and protein. Just a small amount gives your body what it needs for bone health and muscle maintenance. Parmesan is also packed with phosphorus and vitamin B12, two nutrients that support nerve function and red blood cell production. Its sharp flavor means a little goes a long way, so you don't have to eat a lot to benefit. Parmesan is also easy to add into your meals. You can sprinkle it over steamed vegetables, mix it into soups, or shave it over a salad. It adds taste and nutrition without the need for added salt. This is important because many seniors are watching their sodium intake, and strong cheeses like Parmesan help you get flavor without extra salt. If you're trying to cut back on salt or need more calcium, this cheese is one of your best bets. Next is cottage cheese. Often overlooked, cottage cheese is one of the most underrated foods for people over 60. It's soft, easy to digest, and extremely high in protein. Many seniors struggle to get enough protein to support muscle and tissue repair. Cottage cheese helps fill that gap. It's also very low in fat if you choose the right variety. And some versions are available with added probiotics, which improve gut health. What's unique about cottage cheese is that it's very versatile. It can be eaten alone, mixed with fruit for breakfast, added to a salad, or even used in cooking. It doesn't have the strong flavor that turns some people off other cheeses. Cottage cheese is also high in selenium, a mineral that supports immune function, which often declines with age. When paired with fruit, like pineapple or berries, it becomes a well-rounded snack that supports digestion, provides energy, and satisfies hunger. One important note is to choose low-sodium or no-salted versions, especially if you're managing high blood pressure. If you're looking for a protein-rich, senior-friendly food that's also easy on the stomach, cottage cheese is an excellent daily choice. Another cheese seniors should include in their diets is goat cheese. Goat cheese, also known as cheddar, is naturally lower in lactose than cow's milk cheese and easier to digest. It contains a unique kind of protein that tends to cause fewer allergic reactions or digestive issues. It's creamy, flavorful, and ideal for those who want to enjoy cheese but struggle with bloating or sensitivity. Goat cheese is rich in healthy fats, calcium, vitamin A, and iron. These nutrients support vision, bone strength, and red blood cell function. What makes goat cheese especially useful is its versatility. It spreads easily on whole grain toast, pairs beautifully with roasted vegetables, and adds creaminess to salads without the need for heavy dressings. It also has antibacterial properties and contains medium-chain fatty acids, which may support heart health and metabolism. For seniors looking for a creamy cheese that won't upset their stomach, goat cheese is a smart and flavorful option. The fourth recommended cheese is mozzarella, particularly fresh mozzarella made from part-skim milk. This cheese is lower in fat and sodium compared to many others. It's soft, mild in flavor, and often easier to digest. Mozzarella is a good source of calcium, protein, and phosphorus. It's also one of the few cheeses that provide vitamin B7, or biotin, which supports skin health and energy metabolism. Mozzarella is also often made with a natural fermentation process, which means it may contain small amounts of probiotics. If you choose fresh varieties without too many additives, you can enjoy it in a healthy way. It melts easily and works well in many dishes on whole wheat sandwiches, in omelets, or alongside fresh tomatoes and basil for a light, nutritious snack. Look for mozzarella balls stored in water or low-sodium versions to keep your heart and kidneys in good shape when adding these cheeses to your diet. The key is moderation. Even the healthiest cheeses can be problematic if eaten in large amounts. But when used as part of a balanced meal, these 4 options give you essential nutrients and boost your health. For seniors, incorporating these cheeses can mean stronger bones, better digestion, more stable energy, and improved immune defense. And remember, these cheeses are all lower in lactose, making them more comfortable for seniors who are sensitive to dairy. These are not just healthy choices. They're practical ones. They're available in most grocery stores. They fit well into simple meals, and they can be eaten even if you have dental issues or low appetite. Instead of eliminating cheese from your diet, focus on replacing harmful cheeses with these healthier alternatives. Make the switch slowly, and pay attention to how your body feels. Cheese doesn't have to be a guilty pleasure. For seniors over 60, it can become a daily ally for better health. But not all cheeses are this helpful. In the next section, we'll talk about the cheeses you should avoid. These are the ones that may taste good but work against your body, especially as you age. Some of these can increase inflammation, raise your blood pressure, disrupt your gut, and make chronic conditions worse. So as you enjoy these healthy cheeses, stay tuned. Knowing what to avoid is just as important as knowing what to eat, and together, that knowledge can protect your health, increase your energy, and help you enjoy food again without the worry. Now that we've talked about the healthiest cheeses for seniors, let's turn our attention to the other side, the cheeses you should be very cautious about. These are the ones that may be doing silent harm to your body, especially after the age of 60. They may look appealing, taste great, or even seem like a harmless snack. But the truth is, some cheeses contain ingredients and characteristics that can increase inflammation, spike blood pressure, interfere with digestion, and contribute to long-term chronic conditions. The first cheese to avoid is processed cheese slices or blocks. This includes those individually wrapped cheese slices you often find in convenience stores or as part of fast food meals. These are not truly cheese in the traditional sense. They are made from a mix of low-quality cheese, milk proteins, emulsifiers, preservatives, and added coloring. The result is a product that melts easily and tastes salty but contains very little real nutrition. Processed cheese is very high in sodium and contains artificial ingredients that can irritate the gut, raise blood pressure, and worsen inflammation in the body. For seniors with cardiovascular issues or kidney concerns, eating processed cheese can quietly work against your health goals. Many people turn to processed cheese for convenience. It's prepackaged, doesn't spoil quickly, and is easy to store. But this convenience comes at a cost. The sodium content is usually very high, often more than a third of your daily allowance in just one slice. And the fat in processed cheese is not the healthy kind. It's often trans fats or hydrogenated oils that can raise bad cholesterol and increase the risk of heart disease. Seniors should steer clear of these fake cheeses and choose real, naturally aged cheeses instead. The second cheese to avoid is blue cheese or any cheese with visible mold. Now, for some people, blue cheese is a delicacy. It has a strong flavor and is often added to salads or spreads. But for seniors, especially those with weakened immune systems or gut issues, blue cheese can pose real health risks. Blue cheese is made by introducing specific mold cultures that give it its signature color and flavor. While generally safe for healthy adults, it can cause allergic reactions, digestive issues, or infections in seniors with compromised immunity. Additionally, the mold in blue cheese can trigger inflammation. If you already have arthritis, digestive sensitivities, or any form of autoimmune condition, blue cheese can worsen your symptoms. And because of its strong flavor, many people end up eating more than they should, which adds to the problem. The fat content is usually high, and the sodium levels can be off the charts. While occasional use by healthy individuals may be fine, it's best for seniors to limit or eliminate this cheese. The third cheese to stay away from is highly salted cheeses like feta and halloumi. While these cheeses can offer some nutrition, their salt content makes them risky. Seniors need to be especially careful about sodium intake. Excess salt can raise blood pressure, cause fluid retention, and put extra strain on the kidneys and heart. Halloumi, for instance, is a brine cheese that can contain over 400 milligrams of sodium in a single serving. That's a large amount for someone managing hypertension. Some feta varieties also come packed in salty brine, and unless you rinse them before use, they contribute a huge dose of salt to your meal. Salt isn't just about flavor, it affects your entire circulatory system. High salt levels cause your body to retain water, leading to swelling in the legs, higher blood pressure, and even breathing issues. If you love these cheeses, look for low-sodium versions and always rinse them before using. Better yet, consider alternatives like low-sodium, mozzarella, or ricotta. The fourth cheese to avoid is flavored or smoked cheese. These include products like smoked Gouda, jalapeno cheddar, or bacon-infused cheese. They often contain artificial flavorings, smoke additives, and preservatives that may irritate your gut and cause inflammation. The flavor might be enjoyable, but the chemicals and processing behind these cheeses can have a negative effect on your body, especially if you're already dealing with digestive or inflammatory issues. The smoking process itself can produce harmful compounds known as polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons that have been linked to increased cancer risk when consumed in large quantities. On top of that, many of these cheeses are high in fat and sodium, making them a double threat. For seniors trying to manage weight, control inflammation, or protect their heart, flavored and smoked cheeses are best left on the shelf. If you've been eating any of these cheeses regularly, it might be time to take a closer look at your habits. The cumulative effects of poor cheese choices can slowly impact your health. You may not notice it at first, but over time, the extra salt, fats, and additives take their toll. Symptoms like increased joint pain, bloating, fatigue, or higher blood pressure could be your body's way of signaling a problem. Fortunately, making better choices doesn't mean giving up cheese altogether. By shifting to healthier options and eliminating the harmful ones, you can continue to enjoy cheese as a regular part of your diet without the health risks. Pay attention to your body. If certain cheeses leave you feeling heavy, bloated, or tired, that's a clear sign to switch. The good news is that your body will begin to feel the difference soon after cutting out these unhealthy cheeses. In the next section, we'll explore how to incorporate the healthy cheeses into your meals. Without going overboard, portion control is important, and we'll give you tips for meal planning, pairing cheeses with other senior-friendly foods, and creating a balanced plate that keeps you strong and satisfied without increasing inflammation or stress on your organs. Remember, cheese isn't just about taste, it's about what it's doing to your body after 60. The right choices can help you stay mobile, sharp, and energized. The wrong ones can silently cause damage. Now that you know what to avoid, you're in a better position to protect your long-term health and enjoy your meals again with confidence. Now that we've discussed which cheeses to eat and which to avoid, it's time to talk about how to incorporate cheese into your life wisely after 60. Just because a cheese is healthy doesn't mean you can eat unlimited amounts. Portion control, pairings, and balance are key to enjoying cheese without negative consequences for your digestion, weight, or overall health. Let's start with portion size. One of the most common mistakes seniors make is eating cheese in large chunks or slices, without realizing how calorie-dense and nutrient-concentrated it is. For seniors, healthy serving size is about 1 ounce of cheese per sitting. That's roughly the size of your thumb or 2 small dice. Eating more than that at once can lead to excess saturated fat and salt, even with healthier cheeses like mozzarella or goat cheese. Measuring your cheese, even visually, helps maintain balance. Next, consider how you're pairing your cheese. A piece of cheese by itself is not a complete meal, but when you pair it with fiber-rich fruits, vegetables, or whole grains, it becomes part of a nourishing and satisfying plate. For example, you can enjoy a slice of low-fat cheddar with an apple, or crumble some goat cheese over a fresh spinach salad. Cottage cheese works well with berries or sliced banana, and a bit of mozzarella with sliced tomato and basil can be a delicious snack. These combinations support digestion, add vitamins, and balance out the effects of cheese's natural fat and sodium. Another tip is to avoid combining cheese with high sodium or processed meats like bacon, ham, or salami. These combinations are very common in sandwiches or breakfast platters, but they can overload your system with salt and preservatives. Instead, opt for lean proteins like grilled chicken, eggs, or even a handful of nuts. The goal is to let the cheese enhance your meal, not dominate it or work against your health goals. Timing also matters. Many seniors find that cheese is easier to digest earlier in the day rather than late at night. Eating cheese before bed may cause indigestion or acid reflux in sensitive individuals. If you experience this, consider having cheese as part of your breakfast or lunch instead. For example, a slice of avocado toast with a sprinkle of feta in the morning, or a veggie omelet with a touch of shredded cheddar can be both tasty and gentle on your system. Hydration is another critical factor. Cheese can be dehydrating due to its salt content. Make sure to drink plenty of water throughout the day if cheese is part of your diet. Pairing cheese with hydrating foods like cucumber slices, watermelon, or lettuce can also help offset this effect. Staying hydrated supports kidney function, digestion, and energy levels. If you're managing chronic conditions such as high blood pressure, high cholesterol, or kidney disease, always check the nutrition label of any cheese you buy. Look for low-sodium and low-fat versions. Some brands now offer cheeses specifically designed for heart health or weight management. These can be great alternatives if you don't want to give up cheese, but need to be cautious. Let's talk briefly about lactose intolerance, which becomes more common with age. If you notice bloating, gas, or stomach pain after eating cheese, you may have a mild lactose intolerance. Fortunately, many aged cheeses like Parmesan and Swiss are naturally low in lactose. Lactose-free cheeses are also widely available and taste similar to traditional ones. Don't suffer in silence. Make small swaps that protect your comfort and health. Another smart approach is to rotate your cheeses. Instead of eating the same type every day, alternate between different kinds to give your body a variety of nutrients, and avoid overloading on any one type of fat or salt. One day it could be cottage cheese with fruit. The next day, a bit of goat cheese on a salad, followed by shredded mozzarella on a veggie wrap. This adds diversity to your diet and helps avoid food fatigue. Cheese can even play a role in building or maintaining muscle, which is crucial after 60. Many cheeses are rich in high-quality protein that supports muscle repair, especially when combined with physical activity like walking, light, strength training, or yoga. Cottage cheese, in particular, is a great choice post-exercise thanks to its mix of protein and easy digestibility. For those looking to manage weight, portioned cheese, sticks or pre-cut cubes can be a handy way to avoid overeating. Prepping small snack containers with cheese and fruit or nuts ahead of time can prevent you from reaching for less healthy options during cravings. Having healthy cheese-based snacks ready to go is a smart move for busy seniors who want both nutrition and convenience. If you're eating out or ordering in, watch out for hidden cheese. Many dishes, like pasta, salads, burgers, and baked goods, come with large amounts of cheese without even listing it as a main ingredient. Politely ask for cheese on the side, or request half the usual amount. This way, you stay in control and don't end up consuming more than you intended. Cheese can also play a comforting role in your meals, especially when you're eating less than you used to or dealing with a reduced appetite. A small amount of flavorful cheese can make bland foods more appealing, encouraging better nutrition. Just be mindful of how often and how much you use. To recap, here are the best habits for eating cheese wisely after 60. Keep portions small. 1 ounce is enough. Pair cheese with fiber and fresh foods. Avoid combining with processed meats. Watch the time of day, stay hydrated, and choose low sodium, low fat, or lactose-free options if needed. Rotate cheese types for variety, and plan cheese-based snacks ahead of time to avoid impulsive eating. And when dining out, take control of your order by managing cheese quantity. With these simple habits, cheese can remain a delicious, joyful part of your daily meals without harming your health. The key is not in eliminating cheese, but in using it as a supportive part of a balanced lifestyle. By making smart choices, you can protect your digestion, keep inflammation down, and support muscle and bone strength well into your golden years. In our final section, we'll summarize the key takeaways from this guide, offer a sample meal plan using the best cheeses, and share tips on how to adjust your diet if you've already experienced some of the negative effects of unhealthy cheese choices. Your path to better health doesn't require giving up the foods you love. It just requires knowing which ones to embrace and which to leave behind.